watching the Highlight Zone with Wayne 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
Y'all ready? For the first time ever,
we are the reigning SAC champions. We just have a target on our backs.
We come together really well. We just come out with a fire.
yeah. Let's go to the battle zone. Go hard or go home. Fight for the title.
We're going into it as the underdog. That's what we are. They're a great team.
I think we have what it takes to win the ball. I have so much confidence in this team.
Each week you win, it makes the next game bigger.
We expect most SAC teams to give us a great shot every time we play them.
Go hard or go home. Give me a beat, turn the mic on.
It is Friday the 13th, but there's no reason to be frightful. It's only week 4, but tonight's matchups could be impacting conference titles. That's the case in the SAC Big Time, where Andy McDonald kicks off our coverage with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. Andy.
Hey, thank you, Glenn. Coming into the tonight, the numbers, they don't lie. Homestead scoring 43 points a game while giving up just 4. Dwenger doing the same, averaging 43 a game, giving up just 4. The Spartans and Saints may be twinning, but who's going to keep on winning? Homestead at Bishop Dwenger. It's your Highlight Zone Game of the Week. We head out to Shields Field. Homestead ranked 9th in this week's 6A state poll. Saints ringing the bell. They're number 2 in 5A. Opening drives for Sparty. Braden Hardwick around the left side, setting the tone early in this one. Gets in for 6. They add the extra point to make it 7-0. End of the first quarter. Brendan Lytle scramble drill for Bishop Dwenger. He'll find eventually Griffin Eifert wide open near the 15. Rumbles into the end zone. They go for 2, get it 8-7. Saints. Homestead not backing down. Hardwick again. He had a monster night. Credits his offensive line for keeping those legs rolling. Nearing the end of the first half, Lytle trying to make a play. Scrambles to his right, and Jake Archbold jumps in front of the pass for the pick. It's still 14-8 as the teams head into the locker room on Friday the 13th. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Same score. Hardwick running like his hair's on fire. 215 yards on the ground. That sets up this, and it's big because the Saints already blocked one. Gunnar Fry drills it. 17-8 with just over 2 minutes to go for Sparty. Saints need 2 scores. They get 1. Lytle to Patrick O'Keefe to cut it 17-15. They need the onside kick. Instead, it tumbles out of bounds with about 30 to go. Homestead wins 17-15. The Spartans move to 4-0 on the year.
Just hearing them ringing the bell, just thank you for ringing that because it motivated us even more. Dwenger's a great opponent. I respect them a lot. And I hope they make a great run in the postseason.
They were in some last year and it didn't come out on top. We got beat 3 times, I think, last year when we were ahead in the second half. So this group has been a little bit different. They've been more determined. They're resilient. It's just they've been really good.
I don't have to tell you who you play 7 days from now. What's that game like, and are you ready for this moment?
I want to say 0-6 is what we said in the huddle, so this whole week of practice is going to be different. It's going to be harder than this week, more intense. We're going to prepare like it's a state championship game.
Next up, Dwenger hosts Carroll in week 5. Homestead, like you heard, they will host Snyder. Glenn, back to you.
That game got a little more interesting. Speaking of those Snyder Panthers, Kurt Tippmann and company at Spooler Stadium to host Southside. First quarter, the defense gobbling up the Archers. Giannini Belizaire with a tackle for loss. Check this out. Snyder would hold Southside to 10 total yards of offense on the game. That's pretty good, but not what Roosevelt Northfleet wanted to see. John Barnes Jr. hooking up with the speedster Alonzo Derrick. He turns upfield, picks up the first down. Same drive, they go to the ground. How about Lenny Bennett? The first of his 3 touchdowns on the game, and a picture-perfect start had Snyder up 7-0. Second quarter, Cam Trotter cutting it back there. 29 yards later, he's in the end zone. He had a $157 on the ground, did Trotter, as Snyder wins 42-0. Next week is going to be a good one between the Panthers and the Spartans. Well, last year, Northwood beat Carroll in week 4 by 20. The Chargers probably haven't forgotten that one. Second quarter, Larry Seibold hit Ray Vollmer, the pick. The future Indiana State Sycamore gets the interception near the sidelines, and the Fighting Dorflers would not enjoy that. Jeff Becker, what a breakout season the sophomore is having. To Mason Englert for the touchdown. Becker threw 4 touchdown passes, also ran one in for 5 total touchdowns again. Only a sophomore, 28-zip Carroll at half. Dylan Hoop here in the third. finding the big guy. Quaylen Pettis, it's a first down. Hugh, let him know. There it is. And then it's the Carroll defense bending, not breaking. Seibel would force the fumble. Aaron Jackway would recover. And Carroll takes care of Northrop in this one, 42-7. Two smallest schools in the SAC squaring off. Bishop Lewis hosting Concordia. Pick it up in the second quarter. Cadets already up a pair of scores, and Brandon Davis adds to it. Jaden Parnan with the touchdown, and it's 20-zip Concordia. The Cadets feeling good, and well, why not? Brandon Davis, the junior, had some starting experience coming into the season to Jalen Vanderbosch. That's a first down. Concordia got a lot of weapons at the receiver position. They can also run it. Amir Drew finishes the drive, 27-0 Concordia. Luers gets on the board here. Christian Fly would throw this one up, and Cameron Hedgecock would come down with it for a great grab, but it's Concordia rolling over the Knights, 49-21. Last stop in the SAC, Northside and Wayne both looking to get off the schneid. They came in 0-3, did both teams. Second quarter, there was a weather delay with about 1:15 left in that second quarter. And guess what? When they came out of the locker room, it was all Northside. Holiday Robinson, 3 names, 6 points. A 26-yard touchdown there. Northside up 26-8, and they weren't done. Deuce Taylor now in at quarterback for Northside. I believe it's his season debut, and the Deuce got loose. 17-yard pickup for Taylor, the junior. He's got 4 offers to place in college football, D1. And then it's Taylor showing you the arm to Brayshawn Bassett, a freshman with a touchdown reception, in Northside. Big over Wayne, 48-16. In the Northeast 8, a couple of conference title contenders doing battle in Waterloo. East Noble and DeKalb both came in 3-0. Second quarter is where we pick it up. Bailey Parker to Hayden Jones, the senior, breaks free, and East Noble up 14-0. Their offense, always good. But guess what? Luke Amstutz has to love this. How about some D? Brooks Miller hanging on for the interception, and East Noble takes advantage. Right before the half, it's Parker, the senior, to Rowan Zolman for the touchdown, and East Noble goes into halftime with a 21-0 lead at DeKalb. Third quarter, you can't keep them down. Tanner Jack, the aspiring NASCAR driver, check out Wayne.com for that story. He gets DeKalb on the board, but Parker hooks up with Jones yet again, and East Noble with a huge win in that NE8 race, 35-7.
Oh, it was great. I'm so proud of all our teammates. We came out here ready. We knew they wanted revenge from last year's sectionals, and we came prepared. And we just outworked them, and we've been working so hard this past week, and it paid off.
These seniors, our leaders that are taking advantage of every rep, taking advantage of every day, and getting it done every day. So we're real proud of this senior class. I think they're the leaders in the heart of this team, and we'll go as far as they can take us.
Might go pretty darn far, staying in the NE8. New Haven at Leo. There have been some good ones between these two in the not-too-distant past, but in the third quarter, it's a 24-zip Leo lead when Jakar Williams hooks up with, that was DeAndre Wright with the good hands and into the end zone. They love that Wright kid out of New Haven. He's only a junior. That gets New Haven on the board, but it was still 24-7. Third quarter, Jackson Barber to Gavin James. 31-7 Leo. Barber with 3 total TDs, 2 passing, 1 rushing, and I said 2 passing. We might as well show you the second one, right? Barber to Cameron Livingston, I presume. It's a touchdown. Peyton Wall rushed for $147. Leo stays undefeated, 37-14. The game against East Noble is looming. Full Moon Fever at Craig Baum Field. Undefeated Columbia City making the short drive down the highway of Vice Presidents to take on an improving Huntington North program. Third quarter, Gregory Bolt, the sophomore, to Kieran Gillis. That's a first down, and if it's so good once, you might as well do it twice. It's Gillis again with the touchdown reception this time. It's 32-14, Columbia City in the lead. Fourth quarter, it's Bolt looking for the senior, Michael Sievers. Sievers with a touchdown grab as Columbia City moves to 4-0. CC wins 38-21. Final stop of the Northeast State. Let's go down to the courtyard, the site of last week's 3-2 game of the week. Norwell looking for more firepower this week against Belmont, and first quarter Max Ringer, that's more than they scored last week. It's a 4-yard touchdown, 7-zip Norwell. Ringer again. This time it's a 2-yard punch in, and Norwell up 14-0. Second quarter, Norwell looking for another short score, but Belmont makes a play. It's Gabe Roman with the fumble recovery. Good on Belmont there, but Ringer would take advantage of the holes that Norwell offensive line would provide. A 20-yard scamper here as Norwell gets back to its winning ways. 31-zip over Belmont. Well, the Northeast, I don't know what that was. The Northeast State is in the bag. The SAC is in the bag. But the NECC, that might be where the most impactful games of the night are located. Two front runners in the big division crown square off as Angola travels to West Noble. Eastside and Busco battle with small division supremacy on the line, and trips to Lakeland, Central Noble, Jay County, South Adams, Woodland, and Southwood all next in the zone.
If we can get 11 people going one play at a time, playing as fast as you can, selling out on that one play, you're going to be surprised at what happens.
That was Lakeland's Keith Thompson getting his Lakers ready for a big night at the Swamp. You can see more on Wednesday at 6 o'clock in our Highlight Zone 2-minute drill segment. Elsewhere in the NECC, big implications for the big division title. Angola with back-to-back conference championships. West Noble looking to knock off the Hornets in their quest for a title. We got a shootout in Ligonier. Game was tied at half. Angola strikes first in the third quarter. Ryan Brent going to play at Purdue on the defensive side of the football. He's got some ball skills on offense as well. 30-yard score, 20-13 Angola. Chargers answer with Brandon Pruitt. Going to play his college football at the Naval Academy. 53 yards for Pruitt, but the missed extra point still had Angola up 20-19. The Hornets moving the football here. Brant punches it in from close. Angola led 27-19, but Monty Mayhorter, he would roll the dice. 4th and goal from the 7. Kyle Mayhorter at quarterback. He scrambles his way in. That tied it at 27, and West Noble goes on to win 41-27. They now got a leg up on the Hornets in that big division title race. Hey, big game in the NECC Small Schools Division. Two title hopefuls in Eastside and Busco, and we pick it up in the third. It's Eastside's Dex Holman. The roster says he's a freshman. He gets in from short yardage, 27-8 Eastside. Busco fumbling, and it's the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Phoenix Smith with the recovery for Eastside. And how about Laven Davis? What a job he has done taking over this year for Joe White. He finds Lane Burns, and Burns would stick the landing there for the touchdown. 32 yards. Eastside big time over Busco, 42-14.
Oh, it's great knowing that we've not executed the past 2 weeks against West Noble and Adams Central and then come out and play like we did tonight. That's huge for us.
It was a fantastic effort defensively. This team has been averaging 40 points a game, and to hold them to 14, what a job by Coach Schoon and the defensive staff.
Wow, great win for Eastside. Let's go back to the Swamp. Lakeland hosting Garrett. Lakers coming off a win over Prairie Heights. Garrett methodically on the opening drive, matriculating the ball down the football field. Clayton Fielden with the touchdown, and Garrett leads 8-zip. Lakeland answers in a big way. Keep your eyes on Cameron Holbrook. He takes the pitch in kind of a Barry Sanders-esque way, breaking tackles, and he is gone. 65 yards on the touchdown score, and that would tie the game at 8-all. Second quarter, the Railroaders counter. Big Seth Van Wagner. Roll big train. He gets into the end zone, and Garrett wins a shootout at Lakeland, 37-34. Up in Albion, Central Noble looking for that first win of the season. The Cougars hosting Prairie Heights. First quarter action. Noah Christopher showing, the Cougars got some offensive punch. He scores on the touchdown run right there, and Central Noble builds a 7-zip lead. Prairie Heights trying to score on defense. They do it. It's Camden Hall. Part of that safety right there made it a 7-2 ball game. Austin McCullough now making the big hit right there, coming into your television screen. We got to love that kind of defense, and you're going to see Jordan Chambers here making some defensive plays for Central Noble as the Cougars do get that win, 23-9. In the ACAC, Adams Central ranked third in the state's 1A poll. The Jets of Jay County. Adams Central coming off that win against Monroe Central. Blake Hirely had a big game then. He had a big game tonight. He gets the touchdown to give AC an early 7-zip lead. Jay County trying to counter and do it with the running game. Riley Huffel with a first down pickup for Jay County, but they would not score on the drive. Second quarter, it's still 7-zip. Dallas Schwaller with a run up the gut, a first down for AC that would lead to a Hirely touchdown as Adams Central continues to look good this season. They win 46-6 at Jay County. South Adams came in outscoring opponents 46-7 this year on average. That's not good news for the Heritage Patriots. We picked this one up in the second quarter. Heritage fumbles, South Adams recovers. It's already 55-0. Yeah, double nickel to nil. Christian Somerset here for the men in mustard. He would pick up the touchdown run, and it's 64-0 South Adams. They weren't done, and they didn't have to be on offense to score. Aiden Warner, one of their top receivers at South Adams, with the pick six. South Adams scores 76 points. That's the most, ties for the program history record. It happened again previously back in 2011, 76-0, South Adams victorious. Let's go to Etzler Field. Woodland looking to build off last week's win over Heritage. The Warriors hosting a 2-1 Bluffton squad. Woodland's Nathan Brantmuller in. Ben Reedy injured. Brantmuller finds David Bischoff at the 10, and they continue to drive the football. Woodland 4th and goal. The Bluffton's Hayden Gerber stops it. Good defensive play that kept Woodland out of the end zone. A turnover on downs. And right after that, it was Kane Thornton doing some big things. Thornton, they can't catch him. He breaks free. Bluffton goes on to beat Woodland at Woodland by a final of 13-6. In the TRC, our first look at Southwood this season here on the Zone. The Knights ranked 7th in the 1A state poll. Southwood hosting Northfield, and starting the second quarter, no score. Gabe Lloyd changes that. It's a 1-yard touchdown punch as the Knights up 7-zip. Alex Farr in at quarterback, been dinged up a bit. He looks pretty healthy to me. Using the legs here for a big first down for Coach Snyder and the Knights. And then you saw the feet. How about the arm? Watch Dawson Phillip here. He's got a man on him, but makes the catch, gets the feet in, and that's a touchdown as Southwood goes on to top Northfield by a final of 20-6. Last stop after getting upset last week in a close one against Plymouth. Warsaw looking to right the ship at Elkhart Memorial. Harrison Mevis, the kicker for Warsaw, just committed to the Missouri Tigers. This is why. Field goal gives the Tigers a 24-7 lead at half. Then it's Juan Uramillo in the third quarter with a short touchdown run, and Warsaw rights the ship with a close one at Elkhart Memorial. Tigers take it 38-35. We'll be back with your Highlight Zone Gem of the Night coming up next.
You're looking for a diamond in the rough. Stay tuned and don't move your seat. Your Gem of the Week is next on the Highlight Zone.
It's week 4, and we're the Neon Nation. Welcome back to the Highlight Zone on your #1 sports station.
Well, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling, and tonight, yeah, Southwood has got that shine. We present you with your Week 4 Gem of the Night, courtesy of Peter Franklin Jewelers, and the honor takes us out to Southwood. Yeah, our first trip to Southwood this season, and they reward us with one of the best catches we've seen all year. Alex Farr in the second quarter to Dawson Phillip. Take a look at the concentration as Farr lets it go. Phillip's got a man all over him, bobbles it, catches it, gets the feed in. It's a touchdown. Southwood, ranked number 7 in 1A, wins it over rival Northfield by a final of 20-6, and that is your Peter Franklin Jewelers Gem of the Night for Week 4. Key games for Week 5. Oh, we got some big ones in the SAC. Carroll at Dwenger, both of those teams with one loss on the season. Snyder is at Homestead, both of those teams undefeated. That will be your Highlight Zone Game of the Week as the Panthers travel to Dave S. Walters Stadium to take on the mighty Spartans. Meanwhile, in a game that could go down as one of the biggest in the NE8 this year, Leo travels to East Noble. Both of those teams are undefeated. DeKalb is at an undefeated Columbia City squad, while South Adams travels to Monroe Central. Well, that will wrap it up for Week 4 here on the Highlight Zone. Andy and I will be back next Friday for Week 5.